Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stellos Stadium for tonight's Division II Boys Soccer Championship between the number 3 Lebanon Raiders and the number 1 Bobcats of Oyster River. Let's meet the starting lineups. First, for visiting Lebanon, number 1, junior Easton Wakes. Number 2, senior Simon Amaro. Number 4, sophomore Nicholas Brill. Number 5, senior Griffin Ock. Number 6, senior Daniel Laddick. Number 10, senior Ryan Oliveira. Number 13, senior Griffin Gamache. Number 15, freshman Otto Bourne. Number 19, senior Chris Putins. Number 21, senior John Bishad. And number 22, junior Francis Calandrella. Lebanon is coached by Rob Johnstone and Bill McPhee. And now let's meet the number 1 seed, Oyster River Bobcats. Number 16, junior Andres Alcocer. Number 4, junior Ty Doro. Number 8, junior Anders Eisenhower. Number 23, junior Nicholas Jurensen. Number 5, junior Brady Luchek. Number 3, senior Nathan Mendoza. Number 15, Sam Miliotto Crow. Number 9, Nick O'Hearn. Number 11, junior Hunter Perry. Number 1, senior Kenton Quaglier. And number 6, senior Henry Zent. The Bobcats are coached by Akanem and Daniel Watson. The officials for this evening's game will be referee Cullen Madden and linesmen Richard Anthony and Nick Hedstrom. At this point, if you would please all rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stellos Stadium in Nashua. Scene tonight of a high school championship soccer match. The Division II title is on the line here at Stellos. I'm John Collins, along with Jared Barbosa, our local soccer guru. We're very happy to have him here on the telecast to bring some analysis to what is promising to be a terrific soccer match, Jared.
Yes, I think so. And over the course of the season, Oyster River actually got the best of Lebanon. So I think Oyster River is going to be coming into this game with a pretty good amount of confidence. But I think Lebanon is not going to be pushed over. This is a final match, and anything can happen. So I am absolutely looking forward to it, and love having this opportunity to be here. So
yes, it's going to be for the NFHS Network. We're pleased to be doing this here. We have our usual Nashua ETV crew helping out the NFHS Network telecast. We are going to be seeing a clear night. It's going to get cold, and as a longtime soccer player, Jared Barbosa played for Nashua High South in their very first year of existence right after the split. He was a senior in that season.
Yeah.
He has played at Salem State, is still coaches the club team here in Nashua. Does it matter to these kids, this weather that we have here tonight?
I don't think tonight will be that much of an impact. I think when the cold starts impacting you is when you start talking about 20 degrees, anything lower
Something
than
that you really can't ignore.
Something that you really can't ignore.
Yeah. But it's pretty good night, pretty good conditions.
Yes.
Oyster River does play on turf. That should help them a lot, I think.
Yes, absolutely. It is super helpful if you are a team that does have a turf field and/or you practice on a turf field. Surely it is definitely an advantage for you.
So Oyster River is the team in the white jerseys?
Oyster River.
Oyster River's in blue, excuse me.
Okay.
Oyster River in blue and the white Lebanon to begin here. Lebanon Raiders against the Oyster River High School Bobcats. Oyster River comes into the season undefeated, into the playoffs undefeated, 15-0-1, and of course they won their quarterfinal 4-0 over Stevens and the semifinal 2-0 over Co-Brown Northwood. They've allowed 12 goals all season, including 8 clean sheets. So we may have our first corner kick of the game, Jared.
Yes, here we go. And yes, these dead ball and set pieces are very important, especially in the playoff game. You want to capitalize on these.
Hooking it in from the corner, the header goes just off to the right.
Oh.
So Lebanon with the best first chance to score in this game, a game in which the first goal could be huge. They came awfully close right there.
Yes, very close. They're already establishing, they're showing that they're not backing down already. So here we go.
That was Finn Erickson that took that fine corner. He made a perfect setup actually for the header for one of his teammates in front of the goal, just off to the right. So we'll have to keep an eye on that set piece. Lebanon off to a pretty good start here with possession in the offensive zone. Number 19 for the Raiders is Chris Putans. Gets a lot of touches for a team that has scored a ton of goals to get here. They were the 3 seed coming in. They won the quarterfinal 2-1 over Bowen, 4-0, very convincingly over a Kingswood team that knocked off the number 2 seed, Milford. Milford had to be hugely disappointed. They went down on penalty kicks in that game, a game in which Kingswood played, well, what one of the assistant coaches called, that you probably understand this term, park the bus?
Yes, yes, park the bus. What that means is a team just defends, only defends. Oh.
Well, it is Oyster River that's doing all the defending right now. The team in blue to the left of your screen, the number 1 seed, on their heels a bit to begin play.
Oh, Oyster River.
On the attack now for the first time deep in the offensive zone. And Bobcats forward had it taken away by the back line and a shadow defender. Good defensive work. Putans trying to outrace Oyster River to the ball, but winning that foot race was Andres Alcacer, number 16. A lot of talent on display here. And late in the season, I would imagine that the stamina is at a peak, would you say?
Absolutely, definitely at a peak, for sure. And look at this.
A chance and a great save out of his goal.
That's
off his line was Easton Wykes.
Easton Wykes. Wow.
That was a bit of a gamble, but I think if he hung back, he might have been dead meat on that.
100%, 100%. That's the thing about goalkeeping. You know, you don't want to be stuck on that goal line. the more that you're stuck on that goal line, the bigger the goal is and the easier it is to score. So it's very important for goalies to come off that line, and he did a great job. Great timing on that. What a save.
So it keeps it a 0-0 game. Easton Wykes, the junior goaltender for Lebanon. It sounds like a movie script, but he was the manager of the team that was promoted after the starting goaltender, Colby Delisle, a senior, broke his leg midway through the season in the course of a game.
Wow.
Colby is here, spells his name Colbie, on the far sideline. I believe he gets around on a scooter, they said. He's here cheering his team on, though. Tough break, literally, for the starting goaltender for Lebanon. But what a step up by Easton Wykes, not only in the season, but on that play.
Yes, big save. Huge save at the beginning of the game. Huge, huge save.
And that is a free kick.
Yes.
A set piece coming up here for a dangerous Lebanon team that has shown an ability to set up a fine corner kick.
Yeah.
Now you got a couple of players here. And is this a thing that goes on a lot with the deception? You got two players and either one could hit it?
Yeah, I mean, it is.
What's the purpose of it?
It is to off balance the keeper. You know,
Okay.
the keeper is gonna stand looking. You know, because where they're standing is you're looking at one. Is he a left-footed, and the other one is a right-footed. So you have to adjust your footing as a keeper to each one of those, each side. If it's a lefty, you want to move a little bit more to the right. If it's a righty, you want to move a little bit to the left.
Oh, what good moves here by Otto Bourne. Bourne has it taken away at the last moment before he could get a shot off. On that free kick that was taken, I believe that was Berhanu Harriman. It was opportunity missed, it looked like. A Lebanon player might have redirected
Oh,
that.
here we go.
And played on the wing a bit too hard on the touch.
Corner. Lebanon is really pushing.
Yeah. What's going on here? Is Oyster River kind of unaware that they were going to be under attack like this?
Yeah, it seems like they're a little surprised by the attack right now. Lebanon is coming out really, really strong, and that must have been a coaching point, is to start fast, start hard, start strong.
These two teams did play
on
September 28th.
Yep. Right, with Oyster River winning 3-1.
3-1, and I'm not sure who got the first goal in that game, but that's sort of by soccer terms, that's a pretty decisive win.
It is pretty decisive. Sometimes it can be. Sometimes it can be.
Yeah, it depends on how it goes.
How it plays out. Yeah. Well, it's really interesting, and maybe Oyster River, they're on their back foot. You know, attacking now, but having been on the back foot since the start of this half. There could be very well could be a little bit complacent, you know, having won 3-1 the first time around. So, but this number 4 here, he's talented. I think this is their guy.
And that would be Nicholas Brill, who is only a sophomore. Ball gets in behind the defenders, but scooped up eagerly by Kenton Quagliari. There are twin brothers, both named Quagliari for the Oyster River Bobcats. It's Kenton that plays goal. His brother out in the field, and that would be Garrett Quagliari. So trying to recharge down the field on offense, Lebanon with the time of possession advantage so far in this one. Loose ball collected, sloppily so by Oyster River, and they just get it toward midfield again. Right back on the attack, though, come the Raiders of Lebanon High School. Oyster River defending their championship. They won it last year. Coaches say they did lose a considerable number of seniors, but a sophomore class stepped up. Now they have still another strong senior-junior combination on the roster. You never know what you're going to get when two teams come together in a playoff, but I'm pretty pleased with the amount of chances I've seen so far. As a spectator. Threading it, and it's at point blank. Offside is called, and they do not agree.
That was a really well-worked play. That started from the back 4. There was a couple great combinations here. That was a combination of 7-8 passes that led to an offside call, but almost a chance. That was a beautiful setup play there.
Nathan
Really nice.
Mendoza, who was on the receiving end of that great setup, throws his hands in the air upon the whistle to say, I don't feel I was offside.
Yeah.
And we never did get to see that shot.
No, we didn't. We didn't. I'm looking at the setup here, and right now, it looks like Lebanon is in a 4-4-2 formation, where they have 4 midfielders and 2 up top, and they're gonna. What you're gonna see typically in a 4-4-2 is more of a counter-attacking. So not a whole lot of. Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Player goes down hard.
Oh.
That was again the dangerous Chris Putans, number 19 in the middle. He's a big body. He's a tall guy, but he's very good with the feet. In front, and a diving save by Kenton Quagliari as Putans jumps over the prone goaltender.
Very, very close. But as I was saying, we have Lebanon is set up in a 4-4-2. You're going to see more of a counter-attacking, moving forward, constantly moving forward. Not a whole lot of midfield play. Not a whole lot of build-up from the back or touches in the midfield. They're looking to keep going forward and push that ball forward to those 2 key guys up top. So I would suspect towards the end of the half, even second half, you're going to see a lot of aerial balls from Lebanon.
Interesting. Actually number 5. This will be Griffin Ock. Ock's shot goes all the way to Quagliari, and Kenton boots it past midfield. Controlled there by the Bobcats of Oyster River. Charging down the sideline. That's a nice ball. Nick O'Hearn pushing the pace, trying to thread it ahead, and a shot will hook off the side of the net by Hunter Perry, number 11.
Oyster River is set up in a 4-3-3, so you will see more combinations in the way that they're set up. A 4-3-3, you have, depending on how your midfield is set up, you can have either two central defensive midfielders or 1 central defensive midfielder. So there's a back 4, and could be 1 midfielder in front of them with 2 in front of the central defensive midfielder, and that's where I think the setup is. They have 4 in the back and 1 central defensive midfielder with 3 offensive players. You can see with Oyster River.
So what I'm understanding is that a 4-4-2 is a more aggressive approach.
It's a more to get vertical. More direct. Yeah, it's more direct. You have in a 4-3-3 you have more width. Okay, so in a 4-4-2, you're gonna see the play is gonna be a lot in the middle of the game. It's more so in the middle of the field. Look at the football lines there.
Yeah.
Lebanon is going to be playing most of their game within those football
There's
lines.
a nice blast to Putans, and he tried to curl it inside the far post and just missed wide.
Wow, that was very, very close.
That was a nice back heel pass from Lebanon's Nicholas Brill. That's a brilliant combination, no pun intended, with Putans and Brill up front. They are a dangerous duo.
Oh, and I see interesting setup. So, and also, Lebanon is set up in a 4-4-2, but their midfield is in a diamond formation.
Oh, there it is right there. You can see it.
Yeah, you do not see that a lot in today's game. You don't see that a lot in a diamond formation, and that is what they're set up as. So they have 1 holding midfielder that kind of moves up with the midfield and on the attack, but their job is to kind of defend and stay in front of that back 4 and help secure the defense.
So I guess we should credit the coach here on cue on Jared Barbosa's explanation of the diamond in the middle. Rob Johnstone is the head coach, assisted by Bill McPhee. That shot goes harmlessly wide to the right of Easton White. Will fetch it out of the fall color hedges that surround Stello Stadium here in Nashua. You're watching the NFHS Network. I'm John Collins along with Jared Barbosa. Pleased to bring you this Division II Boys High School New Hampshire State Championship game at Stello's. We are with 26 minutes left to go in the first half. It's been an exciting first 14 minutes or so to this point. And we definitely must say that Lebanon has controlled much of it.
They have. They're really pushing the pace.
Yeah. Of course,
really
Oyster River could be on the board. That was a tremendous save by Easton White, we witnessed.
It was. And that, is it in? Yeah, still in.
Still in, moving the ball apace. is Otto Bourne, and it's knocked out off of Oyster River, they say.
Okay.
The Raiders retain possession fairly deep in the offensive zone. They've shown a proclivity to get players loose and create chances in the offensive zone so far tonight. And all eyes in this situation, a lot of eyes anyway, will go to the tall guy in the middle, Putans.
Yeah, and they have,
And here it
Putans there.
comes. He gets a head on it.
That is what you're going to see a lot from him today. As a big body with a quicker forward in 4, who's that? That's Nicholas Brill.
Right.
He's the speedier one. Brill is going to play off of, who's that, number 19?
Yes, that's Putans, and they're going to try to set him up.
Yeah, he's going to play off of him.
Yeah.
So it's like a deceptive thing. Okay, the ball's coming to the big guy when he's actually going to look to either let it go, little flick header on to the speedier player. So
I can picture it.
Yeah.
And, you just get a sense, it's early in the match, but you get a sense that it's going to be tough to keep Putans off the score sheet.
Yep, I think it's going to be tough to keep him, and mainly I think it's going to be tough to keep Brill off the score sheet
as well.
I see him.
Yep.
I see him scoring a goal. I see him getting in behind. This is what they're going to be looking to do. So I see that happening as well. Ooh.
Player gets stepped on there. We have a whistle. Out of respect for the foul. That was Ryan Oliveira that had control when he got stepped on. So the free kick taken by Griffin Gamache. About 50 yards and change away from goaltender Kenton Quaglieri. Good low liner. He gets it all the way to Putans, who chips it into the middle. Oyster River trying to defend this, do a good job as they clear it from the danger zone and retain possession toward midfield. There's been some hold your breath moments for the Oyster River defense so far in this game. It was just a alarmed gasp on the part of the Lebanon fans when they saw the Oyster River chants stopped by Easton Wykes, who came way off his line. A good decision. That's a lot of what goaltending is too, isn't it, Jared? Making good decisions in pressure situations.
And staying locked in. That's the key thing, particularly in as cold as it's going to be tonight. It's going to affect the keepers because they don't move around much. But you got to stay locked in and focused. And when you need to be called upon to make a save, it's hard. And it's harder than it looks in such cold weather too.
Downfield they go. Oyster River looking for what would be their second good chance. Another one was erased by an offside call. There's a hooker from the corner, and it's defended, but that'll be a corner kick.
Yeah, and you can see
Bobcats.
right now is Oyster River, their ability to combine is there. They've shown it. They've had 2 great combination plays. Just this one, including this one that led to the corner. But the one that almost led to a goal that was an offsides call, they have shown that they can combine and that they can move that ball up the field. They're looking to possess.
This corner kick will be taken by Nathan Mendoza, defended well by the Raiders. That will be, they're going to let that go. I thought that might have been, he got to the ball first, I guess. Mendoza trying to split 2 defenders, has the ball taken away. Chris Putans kind of mishit that straight up into the air, but with that superior height, heads it forward, intercepted by the Bobcats. They'll calm things down again with possession in the offensive end. Henry Zent is number 6 on the far side, battling with Yvonne Durant, number 7. Ball hooks in from the sideline. Chested forward, and Chris Putans circling it, trying to spring Brills.
There he is.
Ball's loose. Brills has a chance.
Yep.
Gets a shin on it. Trailing the play was Putans, but good middle field defending there by Oyster River, and they turned it into a counterattack. Deflected and intercepted. Good backline defensive work there by the Raiders of Lebanon in the white jerseys, Oyster River in the blue. 21 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half. We are scoreless, looking for that First goal, when and if it does come, it will be huge. Who will get it? Lebanon certainly had a ton of chances. Arguably, Oyster River had the best chance. But we are still 0-0. And a crisp and cool Friday night here in November at Stello Stadium. Off his line to kick the ball away from Poutons was Cagliari. Not quite sure what the stoppage was for there, Jared, but Oyster River will get a chance to set up.
Maybe a foul. I didn't see
Inadvertent handball, maybe.
Oh yeah, that could have been it. That could have been it. Yeah.
Booted far downfield by Oyster River's Brady Lusick. Loose ball. Teams trade possessions. Oyster River, fancy footwork here. Bobcats retained possession but reset back over the midfield stripe. Of course, in basketball, that's the over and back violation, but in soccer, you can do that.
Yes,
it's just
good.
what they don't have in basketball is offsides, as we know.
That's it.
There's no rule against basket hanging like there is here. And our own Tom King here in Nashua, the longtime Telegraph sports writer, his #1 pet peeve in all of the sports that he covers, Jared, you know what it is?
Offsides.
Offsides.
He let it be known the other day. That is
boy.
for sure.
I don't know if he ever had the power, it would be outlawed tomorrow. And I think Messi and Ronaldo and all those guys would be going crazy.
Crazy.
With the goal hanging. There'd be no stopping them.
Nope.
But Tom King would be happy. Back to Kenton Quaglieri. 0-0 under 20 minutes. We're halfway through the first half of play here. It's the Nashua River that you may see peeking through the trees here beside the banks of the Nashua High School South, which is just to our right. And just across that river is Nashua High North. That's how they divide the city here in Nashua, as Jared knows well, having played during the split.
And just to give you some historical fact, I was the first one to score.
For Nashua South?
For Nashua South in the South North.
In
First
the
one to
South
score
North
for
game.
South, and the first one to score for South North.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a great piece of trivia. I wonder if Tom knows that one. The Division II matchup here. A great battle. These two teams met September 28th, a 3-1 win for Oyster River, the team in blue who were looking to defend their state championship of last season.
Here comes. See, more direct. See that? Over.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to be looking to do.
Lebanon intercepted. Taken away. Oyster River trying to make something of this. Teams battling for possession. An inadvertent lead pass there off the foot of a Raider player. And nearly turned into something for Nathan Mendoza, but backline defenders for Lebanon saved it. And they flipped this field here with this kick that was going to trickle its way all the way down to the Oyster River goaltender. Feels like Lebanon's momentum to start the game may be ebbing just a bit here.
Just a bit, just a bit. They made a couple changes to a couple subs that could have impacted that, but I think right now you have we have Oyster River kind of getting warm. I think they're warm to the game now. They've weathered a bit of the storm, and I think they're connecting a little bit better. So they're pushing a little bit more. They're doing a little bit better of a job than the start of the first half.
And we do see personnel shuttling in and out for both teams now. I believe it was number 23, Angus Hall is in the game, number up front for the Lebanon Raiders. Maybe giving Brills a breather. Interesting strategy there, Jared.
Yeah.
One of their key attackers. I think he's on the sidelines.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting a rest.
It is always interesting to watch, especially in games. The changes that are made. You know, and questioning, why, what is it concerned do? But here we go.
Boutons is breaking. Will he get the shot away?
Oh man, that was a brilliant piece of play right there, though. I have to say.
He was divested of a fortune right there at the very end.
Yeah.
As he probably would have had his choice of regions of the net to shoot at, and nobody was happier than the backline defensive save than Kenton Quaglieri, I think, on that. The goaltender for Oyster River was happy not to have to go one-on-one with Mr. Boutons.
Oh, man, that was close. But I have to say, again, brilliant play by Boutons from there. That was great.
Oh, we have a offside, out of bounds foul. Off of foul against the Raiders. Of course, you hold your breath and you see fouls in the box, because if it's against the defense, you got a penalty kick.
Yeah.
I'd say I'd love to see no penalty kicks in the championship game, but it's part of soccer, isn't it?
It is. It's an unfortunate part of it, but you've got to end the game some way, somehow. And,
right.
So I hope we don't end up in those for sure, especially South.
Or penalty kicks. I don't want to jinx us, but
Yeah.
Not sure of the precise rules for overtime, but I know we'll play overtime before we get to any PK
Two
situations.
10 minutes. Two 10 minutes, first one to score.
In the championship, huh?
Yeah, 2 10 minutes, first one to score wins.
Right, okay.
Yep. Golden goals, what they call it.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sudden death.
Yep.
So teams trading possessions here as Lebanon tries to reset. Oyster River takes it away down the sideline. The begloved Mr. Henry Zent for Oyster River, number 6, earns a corner kick with his play in the corner. So Oyster River gets to heighten the danger for Lebanon of possibly netting the first goal here, which would be all important. So many great soccer matches have ended in 1-0 finals, and of course no guarantee when you come out here that both teams will score. Right now Oyster River with a chance.
Got a touch. Whew.
Yeah, Lebanon.
That was close. They just got a touch. Wow.
Yeah, sometimes it's just a lucky bounce, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all you need.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing is in games with such high stakes and there's a lot of pressure, and so the more pressure, the more likely teams are to make the mistake.
Right.
And you rely on that. A lot of times teams rely on that.
That goal kick taken there by Easton Wykes kind of went straight up in the air more than he probably would have liked. And it reminds me that this is a guy, and I see Colby Delisle, who was the starting goaltender, who broke his leg halfway through the season, the senior, has taken over Colby's position as team manager. So it's good team spirit on the part of Colby, and hopefully he gets to play on into maybe college someplace. He doesn't have to end it like that, but I'm sure he'd love to end it on a championship.
Right.
Get the hardware. That's what's on the line tonight. This match will be followed by the Division I final. A 7:30 start. This is a 5:30 start. Could be midnight for all the fans watching on TV now, though. We're about to go into daylight savings, and if you are not a fan of it getting dark early, then you're really not a fan of this time of year, because they make it dark an hour earlier than that. So that's where we're headed on Sunday of this weekend. So a free kick for Oyster River. They're going to chip it into the middle, and it's headed away by Lebanon. There's a chance. Oh, that was a nice strike by Mr. Wentz.
Wow, good hit. Good hit. Nice try.
Henry Zent is the guy that kicked that ball, and if he had maybe started it out in the middle of the goal, it could have just got inside that far post, I think. Nice bend on that one. All the way to the midfield stripe. Oyster River gets a header on it. Lebanon retakes possession and kicks it back from where it came. It's been a while since Poutons. Kirst's got his foot on the ball, and that's a good thing if you're Oyster River, not for Lebanon. They want their attacker to get as many chances as possible as the ball goes over the hedge. Inbound play for Lebanon, the Raiders. They don't want to talk about foliage up there. They're probably sick of the tourists by this time of the year. But that's some nice colors there at the Stellos Field perimeter. Playing right on the edge. Oyster River did a good job of getting the ball away from Lebanon.
Yeah, Oyster River is doing a really good job at stopping the play of, or Lebanon's doing a great job at stopping the play of Oyster River. It's very difficult for Oyster River to get anything going right now.
It is, yeah.
It's very
difficult. The team that's going left to right and blue on your screen.
Yeah, they've had possession. They've shown that they can connect. And
flashes.
But it's not very consistent, and that is what Lebanon is trying to do. Is trying to break up that play, because the play always starts in the middle of the field. They're going to try to look to spread it out wide, but it's too congested in the middle of the field, and Lebanon's doing a great. That's where they're stopping them, is in the middle of the field, and they're stopping them from getting the ball out wide and getting even more combination plays. Ooh, man, he's all over the place tonight.
Yeah, hits the deck hard on that one.
Yeah.
And Oyster River comes away with it as they try to develop one of those rare chances.
See, they're trying to spread the ball out wide, but they go in the middle. They're not going to be that successful trying to go through the middle because it's congested there.
Yep, and there it is. Not able to connect. Put a couple of passes together.
That's it. They can only put a couple. 1, 2, maybe 3. They have shown an ability to connect 6, 7, 8, 9 passes, but it's
Brills
not
is back out there, not able to track the ball down before it rolls into the waiting arms of Kenton Quaglieri. Yeah, you're dead on that. The must be frustrating at this point for Oyster River, but it's the time of possession for Lebanon that has really impressed me.
Yeah.
If you told me that one of these two teams won a game 3-1 earlier in the season, I would have no idea who it was.
Yep.
Because Lebanon.
Oh, look at this, though.
Trying to develop one, and that goes right off the side of the old onion bag.
Yep. You can tell, though, that from what I'm seeing is you can tell Oyster River does have more variety of an attack.
They got more in them. They haven't seen.
Yeah, they do. They do. And you can tell that by the way that they're attacking in the position in which they are in when they attack. However, they've just been, Lebanon has done a good job at stopping them from building play. So here, so spring it out wide.
Yep, and they're going to try to penetrate this Lebanon defense with 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half of the state championship game for 2021 as Oyster River seeks to defend their title. Good steal there in midfield by the Raiders. Trying to feed Brills.
Oh.
Yeah, and a good job on defense there by Nicholas Jurison, who shielded the player that Brills was sprinting down there. He couldn't get a good run at the ball until the goaltender scooped it up. But they are definitely trying to spring, Lebanon definitely trying to spring their two front guys, Brills and Poutons.
Yep. Hey, and they'll settle for the shot from 40 yards out anytime. They'll settle for that.
Sure, like that one.
Yep. They'll settle for. Oh, and they got a corner out of it.
Oh, must have went off of a Lebanon player.
I didn't see that.
I did not, but it was deflected by a defender, and that's why we've got a corner kick.
Okay.
It looked like by his body language, Easton Wykes didn't know it went off one of his teammates either, because he kind of let it go over the line.
Right.
But here is a chance for Oyster River to score the first goal of the game. See a few players moving without the ball, as they say in basketball. That can work in soccer too. Able to maybe connect with somebody on the fly. Looks like the officials are talking to referee talking to players in the middle there. There's a corner kick. It hooks into a header for Lebanon, and they try to turn it into a counterattack fast break. That is Brills. He's got some good footwork. But
oh, that worked. Oh,
it did. He tried to feed it up to Putans, and a good takeaway by the back line of Oyster River. Andres Alcacer is number 16, and directing traffic back there as well is Samuel Milioto Crow, I was told, is a stalwart on defense for Oyster River, number 16. Long try, Mendoza trying to race there, and semi-dangerous waist-high kick at the ball as it came, and that might be what the referee's talking to Mendoza about right now. He didn't give him a yellow card, but just a little bit of a verbal advice.
Yeah.
On that. You can say it that way.
Yeah. Hold back, buddy. Hold back.
Exactly, yeah. Think better of those when the goaltender has the ball 99% secured. And a good move there by Zent.
Yep. Out wide.
Henry Zent, number 6. He's got some moves of his own as he's
good.
On the side, trying to get it in front. They're going to give up the corner kick. Yep. Oyster River forcing Lebanon to defend a little bit more here in the waning minutes of the first half.
And the pendulum has shifted a bit. The last 5 or so minutes, the pendulum has shifted.
Sure, we're looking to our right for one thing a lot more.
Yeah. And
it's suddenly Kenton Quagliari, the goaltender for Oyster River, has become the loneliest man on the pitch.
Oh, this is a set play. Here we go. What do we have here?
Not able to get a shot away, though.
Oh,
it's got to be frustrating for Oyster River's coaching staff. They had a nice setup. Calling for the fly ball catch in center field there was Easton Wykes as he flings it off to the wing. Trying to make something of this is William McGee, number 7 midfielder. Ball out of bounds. Coaching staff for Lebanon, head coach Rob Johnstone and assistant Bill McPhee. And for Oyster River, Akin Ekanem and Daniel Watson, the assistant coach for the Bobcats, who are beneficiaries of a great feeder program that includes Barrington kids. That's a large percentage of their roster, Barrington kids, I'm told, who attend Oyster River High School. So the Bobcats on the attack again. This one curls over the back of the cage, and I believe you're right, Jared. I think that was deflected out of bounds, and we have yet another corner for Oyster River.
Yep. Oyster River is pushing. That would be huge for them to get one before the half ends to start the second half on fire.
So as the clock continues to roll, as it always does here in soccer, 2:40 to go left in the half. We expect it to be time to be kept on the field in about 40 seconds.
Yes.
Is that how they do
yes.
it? Oh, there's a header over the goal. That was a Oyster River defender. I think that was Putans.
Oh, another corner.
Was in there helping out. He gets to those high balls faster. If I had to guess, he's well over 6 feet, maybe 6'3".
Yeah, he's
4.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
And he's right in the middle there. That's him just not marking a man, but just marking zone.
Yeah.
So anything that goes in that zone, that's all his.
And hence, Oyster River's trying to go for lower ones.
Yep.
And that was, I think, also Putans that was factoring and getting a piece of that. This ball's kicked well over everything. So time is being kept on the field. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Lebanon with designs of going the length of the pitch and trying to come up with a dramatic last-minute goal here in half number 1. Of course, Oyster River looking for the steal to do the same. Take that all important lead here in the state championship game. Goal kick is intercepted by Oyster River. Returning the favor is Lebanon. Good job of controlling it in their own end. But Zent steps up. Henry trying to thread it to Nathan Mendoza. That would have been a terrific play.
Oh, that was close.
Dangerous.
That was close. Those are those little plays there that Oyster River
can lead to something big.
Can lead to something big. You know, a mistake by the defender, a missed kick by the
defender. Chipped in the middle, and a good job of coming off his line to glove that frisbee floater as it went by the box. Easton Wykes boots it, punts it, I should say. Not his forte, the goal kick, I would say.
Yeah,
but he gets the job done here. Brills and Poutons trying to go 2-on-3, 2-on-4 actually, as they get defensive help coming back.
Go final push for Lebanon, maybe final push. They want to capitalize on these. That's exactly what they need to do.
Trying to get it to their dangerous scorers up front.
Right on the head of Poutons there. That's what you want to do with every dead ball.
Mendoza's got some skills. Number 3, you saw him controlling it and getting it to the other side, curling it in the middle, and good defense there by Lebanon to thwart the threat. As time expires in the first half. Exciting first half, scoreless.
Scoreless, yes, and as we saw is towards the end, Oyster River beginning to build, moving the ball around really well, and Lebanon not having a hard time managing that, but it's still 0-0. So they're going to look at this first half as a win, honestly, even though Lebanon did enjoy, I would say, the lion's share of possession. But it was, again, the possession that they had was a little bit more direct. Just they would win the ball, move it direct, and at least be on the offensive third. So if I'm Lebanon right now, I'm happy with the play right now. I'm happy that the score is at zeros, and I think the longer that it goes 0-0 is an advantage for Lebanon.
Benefits the 3 seed, does
so.
it?
Absolutely.
Oyster River coming in here 15-0-1, had 8 shutouts. Lebanon had 10 shutouts this season. Credit to their goaltending crew. And that first goal has become even larger as we go to the second half in a 0-0 contest. John Collins with Jared Barboza. You're watching the NFHS Network. We have the exciting conclusion to the state championship game, the Division II title here in New Hampshire on the line. Stay with us.
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you, and we'll figure it out."
Welcome back, everybody, to Stellos Stadium in Nashua, scene of tonight's New Hampshire High School Division II Boys Soccer Championship game between Lebanon, the 3 seed, against the undefeated Oyster River Bobcats, number 1 seed team, who won last year's championship. They were 15-0-1 this season. That was a 2-2 tie against Merrimack Valley. I looked that up. But John Collins with Jared Barboza. And Jared, we've been treated so far to a pretty exciting match. Anybody's guess the outcome at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely been really, really competitive. If I'm the Oyster River coach, I'm telling my team right now, be calm in possession. So as a key to their success tonight, moving forward, they need to be calm in possession. Move the ball around, build play from your backs. There's space back there. They can move the ball around. Start your play, build it up there, be calm in possession. Because the space exists. You're going to be able to get it out wide, and then that will open up the midfield, and they can find their players in the midfield.
What's the opposite of the term common possession?
So you would say more along the line of the way that Lebanon is playing right now. Lebanon is playing more of a direct game. So when they get the ball, their first option, when they lift their head up, their first option isn't necessarily to pass it to the first person they see. It's to get it up to those 2 forwards. So
seen a lot of that.
Seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
In a good amount of the play, a few times, the play going to the top two, to the two at the top is coming from the back four. The defensive four are going to send the ball up constantly. I think we're going to see a lot of that right now. And again, if I'm the coach of Lebanon, I'm going into the locker room happy with a 0-0 tie at the moment, and and very happy with our play. But at this point, I'm telling our team to be smarter on free kicks, set plays, any dead ball play, from goal kicks to throw-ins to corner kicks. Every play has to be seen as an opportunity, and then also they have to play in a way what we call in soccer is short, short, long. Okay, so if that first option isn't there, you can't see that short, short, long, and so what that's going to do is going to pin Oyster River back, and then once you pin them back, then you can start thinking about combination play for Lebanon.
Jared Barbosa giving us a verbal clinic in what to do here in the championship game, just as he runs his Nashua City Clinic, the soccer club here in Nashua, over the past 8 years. Yeah. Little Pros and the club team and the adult amateur UPSL, right?
Yes, yeah.
Look
so
into it if you
International Soccer Club.
In getting your young boys and girls into a great program right here in Nashua. So here we go. Second half is underway. A fresh 40 minutes is up on the board, and will that produce the game's first goal? Who knows? Maybe the only goal we'll see. Certainly a lot of chances in the opening 40. Starting with Lebanon, who are back on the attack here. The vertical game that Lebanon chooses to play, that's really playing to the personnel that they have,
correct,
right? And namely Brills and Putans up front, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you can tell, just by watching, you can tell that Oyster River has a team where you can combine. You can build from the back, keep possession, have key combination plays. They have the clientele to do that. As for Lebanon, not necessarily. That's no disrespect to anybody there, but they have the players to play a more direct game.
Sure.
And that's and that's just as dangerous.
It is, because you could see that piece of brilliance from Brills or from Putans at any moment. And here they go.
Yep.
With actually
short, long. There it is.
Trying to get the ball into the offensive zone, but good job of controlling it.
Yep.
The Raiders of Lebanon in the white jerseys.
Well done.
Playing into cross. Number 2 for Lebanon is Simon Amaro, midfielder. Nicholas Brill, number 4. Dangerous forward for Lebanon. Lurking near sideline, and Oyster River takes it away. Brady Lusick is number 5. Miss hit there. Nathan Mendoza with a chance. Trying to curl one maybe from the side.
He's quick.
And he earns the corner kick. I think that was by design.
Yeah.
The corner kick for Nathan Mendoza.
Go.
Who has been lurking up front for Oyster River for the first half, creating chances. He had a great chance taken away by an offside call. Back heel shot. It's over the bar. What happened?
Oh, man.
Went over the net and hit the goal, the football crossbar, I believe.
Yeah, it did.
And that deadened it. So it's out of bounds. It was a chance, a tremendous chance for Oyster River, and you wonder how that didn't go in.
Oh, that was close.
Came right back into the goalie's hands as he laid on the ground.
That was close.
But the initial shot before it came back down, I mean, it seemed like the entire upper 3/4 of the net was beckoning right there. Yeah. And what a tremendous back heel play that was by somebody in traffic.
Yeah, it was.
For Oyster River to create that. It might have been number 9, Nick O'Hearn, who was up front. On the feed from Mendoza on the corner. Bit of excitement early in the second half as the Bobcats threatened to go up 1-0. Near side for Oyster River's Ty Doro, number 4, pressing his advantage. Mendoza, common possession there as he fed it
this
to
is what
Nick
they need
O'Hearn.
to do. Yep, it's a good tackle. Great
It is a good tackle. It's a clean play with no whistle, and Lebanon clears it. Intercepted. Trying to get a rare touch there was Kirst's Putans, but he had it taken away from him immediately by Lusick, which is a big play. They thread it through.
Nice. Oh, keeper. Oof.
A little bit of a sloppy reception there by
interesting choice.
Easton Wykes, but he gets away with it.
Yeah, he could have picked it up.
Yeah, he could have.
Choice. Yeah.
Played
Again,
with his feet.
That's one of those things. One of those parts in the game. A little bit of pressure. You know, the pressure gets to you. You make the wrong decision. You know, it happens.
Right. Opportunity knocking again there for Oyster River, but we are still 0-0, 0-0, and into the second half of play. On a night which it's pretty brisk. It's getting down into the lower 30s for the spectators, but the kids down on the field, they look like they are oblivious to it.
Yeah, they're liking
the adrenaline that's going.
Yeah, they're liking this right now. This is not bad to play in at all. If it was raining, that's a problem. Cold and wet, that's a problem right now. But this is not bad to play in right now.
Yeah, it's clear skies tonight here on a November 5 of 2021. Free kick for Oyster River. It bends toward the box, but never gets there. Good defending. Brills had a chance at it. Lusick took it away. Brady Lusick dances to his left, tries to split two defenders, can't. And here comes Lebanon, shielding the ball with his body. His Putans taken away. Oyster River stripping possession from two of the most dangerous players on the pitch, Brills and Putans.
Stopping play. That's not, you know, that's not terrible.
If you're Lebanon and White.
If you're Lebanon and White, this is not terrible. You stop the play. You stop the play there. You know, so that's what they're looking to do, is just impede on their play.
Long kick into the box. And that one's going to go through the uprights for 3 points in football that do not count here. 34-14 to go in the second half. And a goal kick will be taken by Lebanon. Griffin Gamache. Defender gets it over midfield. Brills has it on his foot. Changes direction.
Yes.
Finds Putans. Kicks it to the wing.
Well done. It's great workaround right there.
In the middle.
Great.
Connecting, intercepting, anticipating the pass.
Oh,
there.
look at this.
Doro.
Look at this.
Taken
a shot.
Away.
Oh, he's
Loose
in.
ball. Putans and a race.
Oh, that's close. That was close.
Kenton
Lebanon.
Quagliari up slow from the turf.
Yep.
There was some contact there.
Lebanon. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that was a sudden takeaway and a kick from what, 40 yards out?
Yeah, that was I would say it's about 40 yards out.
Didn't try to go over the top of the goaltender, went right at him, and then he wasn't able to control it.
Yeah,
which
that
was the key thing.
Right.
Yeah, there was a rebound there, juicy rebound if you're Kirst's Putans.
Yeah. And that's what I mean, is staying locked in. The keeper staying locked in, and I think right there what you saw was a cold keeper.
Yeah, you saw a couple of pressure bobbles by both keepers.
By both keepers. Yep. They're cold. Their muscles aren't working as fast as they'd like them to be.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it happens.
So Oyster River bends the lead pass into the back line of defenders for Lebanon, and they turn it away, try to get turned around the right way. Out of bounds directly by Lebanon's defense, so a throw in for Oyster River. Henry Zent plays it back from where it came from. Samuel Milioto Crow, number 15, a key midfielder for this Oyster River team. In blue, trying to dance around the defender there. A couple of players battling.
Oh,
and
look at this.
Putans not able to get past. A determined number 23 for Oyster River, Nicholas Jurison. Good solid play there near sideline. Jurison doing battle with Nicholas Brill. Brill takes it into the corner, hits the turf, and we do have
this is it. Here we go. This is a dangerous place for a throw-in too. You're looking for a far throw here, and but Putans is coming out. Oh.
Ooh, interesting strategy here.
Oh, he's coming out. Okay.
I mean, the one time when you think his skills would be in highest demand.
I would have waited.
Yes, right.
I would have waited. But
right?
the other gentleman who's just come in for him, he's a pretty big guy too, so he's gonna get a little flick on here.
Oh, true.
Yep. Look at this. This is from the
Loose
throw.
Ball.
Oh man.
Oh, taken away by Oyster River's defense.
It's all from the throw. That's all. It's dangerous because of that throw in there.
Great work by Simon Amaro, I want to say. He took it away from Oyster River, number 2 for Lebanon, and set up his teammates in the middle. But again, Oyster River takes back possession, and they advance. Intercepted at midfield.
Look at this.
Nathan Brills. Jurison hits the deck. Brills takes it down the sideline.
Good tackle.
Yep, knocked out of bounds.
Another one. These are all wins for Lebanon right now. This is what they are looking for.
Sure.
And here, also a key to victory is managing the clock right now. They want to take their time on each one of these set plays, each one of these dead plays. Oh,
loose
what do we
ball.
got here?
A strike. Not too much behind it though. Kind of a missed opportunity there for.
That's a good ball. That's a dangerous
middle.
ball. He's in.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh, so close.
Chance there for Lebanon.
So close.
And good play coming off his line by Quentin Cagliari.
So close. Oh, man. They are just waiting for that mistake. It's a good ball there.
A bender. Ty Doro on the wing.
Oh,
launches in the middle, header over the crossbar.
Man, that's a great play right there.
Ty Doro with the setup. Was that Nathan Mendoza? No, was it number 3? It was number. Player is turning his side to us right now.
Yeah.
And he is distraught. That's a chance. That's the kind of thing you'll see in your sleep at night.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. It was a great play, great ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
great
amazing
pass.
It's still 0-0 at this point after these chances that Oyster River's had here in the second half.
Right.
Goal kick comes to midfield.
So this is what
number 11 was the player.
Possession.
Hunter Perry that had the chance there that went over the crossbar. Number 11, and he's hoping for another chance that's half as good as that one. Jurison up ahead. Nice pass to Zent. Henry Zent in space in the middle.
It's a good hit.
Kicks one, and a high hopper is gloved.
They connected well there. That, again, this is just take your time in possession, move the ball around, then when you see that opportunity, boom, then you make those connections in the middle. They are there. Those connections are there. They just got to be a little bit calmer in possession.
Calmly saving that one was Easton Wykes. Wykes contributing to 10 shutouts, 10 clean sheets that Lebanon had during the course of their season with a 14-2 record. Played up ahead. Oyster River hustling back, gains possession. Good motor for Ty Doro, number 4. He's had a lot of touches here near side. And trying to get ahead of the field. Cursed Putans.
Too much.
Too heavy a touch.
Too heavy touch.
And it's a goal kick. Anytime he gets the ball in his foot in the offensive end like that, it's a good thing for Lebanon.
Yeah, it is.
He hasn't been able to produce that definitive chance as yet, but definitely a threat every time he touches. As is Nathan Brills, his sidekick up front. Goal kick doesn't travel all that deep, and a good steal there for Lebanon as they try to turn it into something. Angus Hall
in the
middle. Curse Putans lurking, not able to get to it as the Oyster River defender heads it away. Back on the attack, the Raiders in white. Far sideline.
Tackle.
Good tackle over there. Ooh. Players making contact at the far sideline. Oyster River coming away with it and moving it smartly out of their own zone.
Yeah. Well done.
Oh, no touch on that ball in the middle, and that allows Lebanon to come back on the counterattack. Angus King again with it. Good ball to Brills on the sideline as he squares up to the goal. Deflected out of bounds. Corner kick.
In the corner.
Yep.
Here we go.
A key play on that surge made by Angus Hall. Angus Hall will go and do this corner kick for the Lebanon Raiders. Lebanon High School Raiders trying to upset Oyster River here. 3 seed against the 1 seed, and a good job by the goaltender. Quagliari's just going to boot it. And it's a 3-on-3 situation up down the field. Lebanon's defense does a nice job of taking it away and turning it right back into a counterattack. Step up by the Raiders. Curling it in the middle, a good ball. Oh, and a nice job of getting in the way. Jurison reading that shot in the making, and Nicholas able to step in the way of it as it goes to be out of bounds sideline throw in for Lebanon. Keeping the pressure on offensively though in the last 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, Lebanon really has. They really have.
And Easton Wykes, the Lebanon goalie, loves it.
Yeah.
Watching from a distance. That's what you always want to do as the soccer goaltender.
That's a good throw. This is dangerous. Oh, yeah.
Certainly had a lot of distance
this.
in the middle.
Oh,
and a whiff on what could have been a monumental goal for the Lebanon Raiders.
That's what I mean. It's the throw. It's the throw-ins. The throw-ins. They have the far throw-in that is going to be deadly all game long. So if I'm Lebanon, on every attacking play, I'm looking to at least get a corner kick or a throw-in out of it.
There's a steal.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow, that was it. That was the play right there. That was the play.
There was no way the goaltender could have gotten over there in time. And I believe with the can you see the player's number there? It's on. He's on the far side. And,
man.
Yeah, he had the chance of the game there. Really.
He really did. He really did. That's unlucky. That's the one he's going to be remembering for the rest of his life.
Soccer. It's number 9 for Lebanon, and that is Berhanu.
Oh, is it?
Harriman.
Okay. Yep.
Berhanu. Oh, just couldn't get the piece of it that he needed. Just
Yeah.
anything.
Anything.
Stop
Anything.
it and then kick it in. You don't have to kick it in on the first touch.
Yeah. Use your hip, throw your body, just whatever.
Yeah, or head it in, right?
It's
you could have done that maybe if you could read the bounce a little bit.
Something.
The thing is, though, it just strikes me at that moment, Jared, that I was told that Lebanon plays on grass.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, you're reading bounces that you usually don't get.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
on grass.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
The surfaces are really, if you're not used to it, I mean, they're so unexpected and they're so different. A bounce off the grass from a bounce on the turf, completely different. Completely different.
I'll tell you that as a baseball infielder too.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, he was expecting a much lower bounce than that. So we're still 0-0 as we play on. Henry Zent down the middle with space, his head up, looking for a teammate to pass to. Changes direction, and what great defensive work by Lebanon.
Oh, yeah, you see him.
Downfield, he was there, and frustration by Kirsts Putans. Number 19 was even with the backline defenders and would have had a step if he could have been led just right. Easier said than done, though, on those.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at those kind of passes in soccer as you know, as much as I love Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And the deep ball when a guy's you know got a half a step on the defender.
Yeah.
Those look more difficult. You're doing it with your feet. And you're trying to lead the guy right in the same spot.
Yep. It sure is. They are not easy. They're not easy.
Yeah. But when it comes together, that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
they call it the beautiful game,
Yes,
right?
exactly. Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
the goals are even bigger
Yeah,
and harder
yeah.
to come by.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Oyster River with possession, the team in blue, defending champions in Division II in New Hampshire. Trying to get, it won't be the golden goal, it won't be sudden death, but the way this game has gone, it will be huge when
Yeah.
whoever scores first at this point.
Big time. It will really make the game interesting.
Jurison in the corner, curls it toward the middle, it's loose. Trying to corral it, Oyster River, but instead, Berhanu got a header on it, diffuses the threat for the moment. Oyster River still with possession. Seeing the players slow down just a little bit
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
later in the game. Stamina becoming a bit of an issue. Here's looking to dig deep. Goal kick for Lebanon. Just over 20 minutes remaining in the state championship game. Low kick. Berhanu back to a defender. Return pass. Trying to get vertical to
There we go.
Boutons on the sideline, taken away. Trailer. Berhanu Harriman.
There we go.
Controlled by Oyster River. They get it up the field toward mid-stripe. 0-0. Who will get the next best chance to score is the question now. Oyster River with a promising
build-up
attack
play.
here.
Great build-up
To
play.
the side.
Oh, good D though. Great.
Hustling
Great
back.
track back. Yeah. Great tracking back.
Angus Hall.
Great tracking back. Needed that. That's great build-up play.
Well, we think back to the team that's given their star players the most breathing the time. Oh, this is what we have. Foul against Lebanon. Free kick in a sort of a dangerous spot. Are they going to do a throw-in?
No.
Oh, it's back
yeah,
there.
It's a free kick. Yep.
Still been a bit of a distance. But I was going to say that it seems like the Lebanon strategy has included giving breathers to some of their star players. And let's see if that pays dividends here late in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is they're defending a lot. They're having to defend a lot, and it's tiring.
Mendoza curls it into the
that's
box.
A great ball.
Good defense to
Yeah. So yeah,
give nobody space in the middle.
they're defending a lot. They're going to need the legs. So that's why you are seeing a lot of the changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we saw Angus Hall have a great reserve. I think he had some time to rest. Number 23 specifically talking about.
Yep.
In white. In the middle. And Kirsts.
Oh.
Nope, they let him play on. Boutons thought he was fouled. Number 19 for Lebanon. Oyster River with possession. Looking for some bing, bang, boom teamwork and a goal setup if they can. Lebanon going more for that home run strike to Boutons. The good defense, though, by Oyster River. Defuses the threat once again. Playing with his back to the opposite goal. And doing a good job of it. Oyster River's defenders. Mainly number 5 in that instance. It was Brady Lusick. He's largely responsible for the Oyster River's possession here in the offensive end. Good midfield play. On the wing. 17 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Finding some reserve. Hustle. Oyster River takes it away again. Shielding the ball with his body. Mendoza with a nice pass. Gets the return. Looking on the wing.
Good ball.
Able to feed it over to Lucas Pelletier. Pelletier stripped of possession. And downfield come the Raiders. Teams trading possessions now in the Oyster River offensive end. And to the middle, but an errant pass that time. Might have been deflected by the defender from behind. Oyster River trying to set something up in the offensive zone. Very difficult going, though. Far sideline. Good step around the defender, Berhanu. And in the middle, not able to connect.
Yep. Now, Oyster River now really kind of controlling the game.
Yeah, it seems like they are getting more consistent offensive zone time here.
They sure are. They sure are.
Harriman not able to collect that. Nicholas Jurison.
But I'll tell you, Lebanon, if this is the way that they play all season, then they are comfortable right now. This is fine. It's not ideal, of course, when a team is passing the ball around, moving the ball, getting some opportunities. Not the most ideal situation, but they are used to defending.
So we have mass substitutions right now. Angus Hall goes off. Let's see who stays on for both teams. Brills is still out there.
Yeah, I think this is their original starting lineup.
Yep, you're right. I think you're right. And that includes, of course, Kirst Putans, who's trying to get free up front. No real sparkling chances at all here in the second half for Lebanon.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been.
Oyster River, meanwhile, blowing 2 great chances.
Yes.
No, I take that back. I forgot about Berhanu Harriman. The big
that's
whiff,
right. The big whiff. Yeah.
The chance of the game.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That's in a special category. Oyster River trying to square up to the goal. Rip off a shot here, but unable to. A lot of midfield play. And getting a heel on it. That was so close.
Oh, man.
For Putans. Far sideline. Oyster River will see if they curl one in the box here, if they can. Taken away, avoiding the corner kick too, the Lebanon defense.
Yeah, I'd really like to see Oyster River just be a little bit calmer in possession, move the ball around the back, swing the ball around the back, because each time they've been able to do that, starting the play, rolling it around the back, they've been more potent than kind of this where they get the ball in the midfield in the middle towards on their offensive third, but it's not as
I see what
calculated,
you
know.
Yeah.
Ooh, what do we have here though? Okay, good
The
deal.
ball was making its way unconventionally, like right through the middle instead of going around the box and setting up the play.
Being easy in possession here. Move that ball around, swing from side to side. See, stuff begins to open up when they think you're going out wide. Stuff begins to open up in the middle.
Let's see it. Nicholas Jurison with the steal on the wing. Ty Doro knocked out of bounds off of Oyster River. Throw in for the Raiders. Good distance.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to corral it.
Looking for
Parsons
no foul there.
Putans just ran over the defender.
You do not want to foul there.
Yeah. Clearly a foul against the offensive player there. Kind of a frustration thing there.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. The ball is there, especially all the defense that you've played this whole half. Anything that comes on the offensive third, you want to try to keep it down here. So I'm telling my forwards, no silly fouls. No silly fouls.
Right.
Oh.
Deflection. Far side. Oyster River controls. Oh, Zent missed that one. It was not a pass straight to him, so the Raiders trying to develop this into a chance.
Okay.
Chipped over to Putans.
Okay.
In the middle, the bounce.
Oh, man.
Wow, good job.
Yeah.
That was Nicholas Jurison again.
Yeah, that was good.
On defense. There he is with the ball. And
Oh.
played great.
Oh, here we go.
That's 23.
Here we
Excuse
go.
me.
Grills.
Nicholas Jurison, yes. Jurison,
We got a corner.
He's going to yield the corner as he intercepted
Corner.
Brills. Girls with some good sportsmanship, shaking hands in this pressure-packed situation with Aiden Eisenhower, number 8, a defender. They're talking to, I think Brills was talking to Jurison about, hey, what a great game we're in the middle of here. But right now, next best chance to score the game's first and only goal to this point.
Oh, that's a good ball.
In the middle.
Oh, that's a great
Lebanon.
ball. Oh,
You
man.
would think somebody would have got a shot away, but no. Oyster River with it. And Resent. Good field vision as he spotted two Putans bearing down on him and side flicked it to a defender. Teammate. And Resent going to go across the field to Nicholas Jurison.
See, these are the spaces that are available to them. That's why they can always remain calm in possession. If they don't like what they see moving forward, go backwards, swing it back around.
Ty Doro trying to bring it out to the middle, knocked out of bounds by a Lebanon defender. 10:40 left to go in the game. This state championship match between the 1 seed, Oyster River in blue, and the number 3 seed, Lebanon in white. Oyster River getting here with quarterfinal win 4-0 over Stevens, semifinal win 2-0 over Co-Brown Northwood. They have yet to yield a goal in these playoffs. Meanwhile, Lebanon in a close game with Bow, 2-1. They advanced to the semifinal where they knocked off Kingswood 4-0. Kingswood, the team responsible for defeating Milford, undefeated Milford, in number 2 seed in the quarterfinal round. They won 1-0 on penalty kicks after regulation and the overtimes had expired. Ever so slowly, Lebanon working the ball out of the danger zone with possession. Kicked on ahead. It's going to be a foot race. Loose ball. And it's going to be the goaltender.
Well done,
gets to it
Keeper.
first.
Keeper is off his line. Well done. Good job, Keeper. That's great. It's great keeping right there.
Otto Bourne had the chance there.
That's great keeping right there.
Yeah, good read.
Yeah, he could have stayed further back. I've seen that. Staying a little further back, that gives that forward that opportunity to get onto that ball.
Brills working from left to right. Hands it off to Simon Amaro. Amaro tries to go back to Brills and instead stolen by Ty Doro.
Oh no, look at this
giveaway.
Oh.
Cursed Putans.
Oh, that's
trying
tough.
to feed it ahead to Ryan Oliveira, but miscommunication there. Ends up in the waiting arms of Kenton Quaglieri. Kicks it past midfield on a bounce. 8:40 to go now in regulation.
And I think I think the goalkeeper, either one of two things has happened. Either he was instructed by his coach to stay off that line, watching for those long balls to get in behind the defense so he can be there to scoop him up, or it's his own knowledge. So, but that's we're going to see a lot of that. I think he's going to stay off that line. You can see where he's at right now, just getting prepared for any of those long balls over the top.
In a 4-4-2 that you were describing early in the match, you could probably anticipate 1 or 2 of those happening, right?
Oh yeah, yes. If you're in a 4-4-2, that's what you're looking to get the ball over the back for. That's what you're looking to do. You know, so you can see again, Lebanon, in terms of their attack, it's not as they don't have as many options as say Oyster River does, but again, they're still playing well. They're liking the 0-0. They want to keep it at 0-0 right now. This is good for them. This is what they're looking for. And then you want to get Brill in open field with his speed.
Amaro race to the ball with Nicholas Jurison. Jurison wins it but has to kick it out of bounds. Throw in for the Raiders of Lebanon. 0-0 with 7:20 to go in the match.
Yeah, look at this.
Tupans
This is something.
misses it. And Oyster River's going to take it away. Henry Zent.
Oh, look
collision
at this. Well
in
done.
the corner. Yes. Nathan Brill's trying
Out
to
of corner.
hook it into the middle.
Out of corner. This is dangerous.
Yes.
This is dangerous. The later it gets, the more nervous they get, more likely for mistakes.
Ty Doro on the defense there. Had it go off of him over the end line, which produces the corner kick to be taken by Lebanon's Ryan Oliveira, senior midfielder. Lines it up for his left foot.
Swinger. This is dangerous. Look, it's a good
In
ball.
swing.
It's a good ball.
Goes over Tupans. We have
it's
a whistle
foul.
against the
man.
offense. I'm
Yeah.
not sure quite.
Probably a
what
bit of a push off.
yeah.
Yeah, typically that's what they call.
Officials don't want offensive pass interference. Oh, there's a trip and a player grasping at their ankle. Will draw a free kick right at midfield for Oyster River. 6:15. The fans being heard more, getting boisterous here in the late part of the game as people sensing the next goal may be the winner of the state championship game. Pressure mounts on both teams and their goaltenders. In toward the box, not quite getting there. Back to fetch it. Lebanon goes by everybody to midfield.
Good tackle. It's a
Brady
good win.
Lusick has it taken away. Nathan Brills with his
Yes.
head up finds
Oh, good
Putans.
job.
Back to Brills. He just knew he was going to be there, and it's out of bounds. A throw in.
Throw. There
Yeah,
you
so
go.
we get our guy that threw it in a long way before. Who was that?
I don't know if it's the same one,
It
but
could be. It could be Amaro. Simon Amaro with a
Yep.
throw in. I think it was actually
Yep.
that created that dangerous throw in this very same spot on the field. And he does it. He tries it again.
Yep.
It's
Look at this.
loose.
Look
It's
at
in the
this.
box area.
Oh, man.
And a good clear away.
That's what they're looking for.
Oyster River's defender, got my eye on the player that made that play. It was number 5 for Oyster River, Brady Lusick.
Oh, here we go.
Back on the attack.
Oh, here we go. This could be dangerous.
Toward the
Oh,
middle.
look,
Is
he's
he
in.
onside?
He's in.
The kick off the
Oh,
side of the
no.
goal.
Oh,
Cursed
man.
Putans had a great chance there.
Oh,
He tried to
man.
go short side, which was
Yeah.
curious to me, Jared. It looked like the
Interesting.
whole far side might have been open.
Yeah. Oh,
Tough
that's
angle, though.
unfortunate. A little bit. I mean, I gotta see. I don't know if his left foot is his weaker foot. That could have contributed to a miss like that.
Yeah.
But man, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Oh, he was in there.
I was shocked that it wasn't
Yeah.
offside. He was in so clean.
Yeah, but look at this
Indeed.
though.
Brills.
Brills. Oh, Brills, good move, Brills.
Phantom kick. He
Look
knocks
at
the
this.
defender
Oh,
down, and
man.
not enough pace on that shot. It was a
Man.
good idea. Saved by Kenton Quaglieri as he flings it downfield, and time is being kept on the field. We're under 5 minutes to go in the second half. The officials keeping the time. So we'll be waiting for the 3-whistle burst.
Oh, look at Putans.
Putans trying to get in behind the defender. He actually shoulders his way
Yeah, and we're playing
into the
that.
corner.
That's a great
Sam
no call.
Milioto
Have
Crow.
it.
Good non-call, you think?
Yeah, that's a great no call. They both, you know,
Yeah.
shoulder to shoulder. And, you know, the other guy, he could have fallen down and embellished to probably get the call, but he didn't. So,
Yeah,
so-
I'm shocked that because I watch a lot of Premier League.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
exactly. The defenders in Premier League are falling.
They are
They're
going.
falling there all the
They're
time.
down.
All the time.
Corner kick.
Here we go. It's another good
Curling
ball.
it toward the middle,
Oh,
and a
man.
good save. It might have been Lusick again.
Yep.
No, that time it was number 15 for the Bobcats, and that's Sam Milioto Crow. Has also played very well on defense in this game. 5 minutes, under 5 minutes to go. It's probably closer to 4 now.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Bobcats trying to come up with a chance of their own.
Oh, take off. Take off. Oh,
Down the field.
man.
Brills gets tripped up, but it's a good non-call, I
Oh.
think, again
Yeah.
there. Nicholas Jurison wins that. No, what, do we have a whistle? No, they're just
Yep.
shaking hands
Clean
after the
play.
play.
It's a clean play.
Yeah, good race. So Lebanon trying to intercept this and go back on the attack. Oyster River has other ideas. About 3 minutes
Take off.
remaining
Yeah.
in regulation.
Oh, he's
First,
on.
Tufans tries to feed Brills. It's going to stay in bounds, and they call it offside, and Brills doesn't
That's a close
agree.
one. That was close.
It was close.
That was very close. Very close.
Basically, if you don't know the offside rule in soccer, the lead attacker has to be even with the
Yeah.
deepest defender when the ball's kicked. It can't be beyond him, even half a
Right.
step.
Right. That was close.
That was close. I thought he was even with 2 defenders,
Yeah,
but
it looked like it.
yeah. And it's a danger spot for, now we have another whistle.
Coming out.
So somebody was jostling somebody for Oyster River, and
It's got to be one of the last plays of the game. Or,
getting down
minutes.
there. I feel like it's a minute and a half if I had to guess.
Oh, still in.
It is inbounds. Pressure on the Oyster River defense. They do a good job of getting it to midfield. With the number of chances that have been in this game, it's just amazing to me it's still 0-0.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Still
not
0-0.
like we haven't had them. I mean,
Right. Yeah, no, they've been there. Oh, let's see.
Chris Tupans
Here we go.
intercepted at midfield.
Oh,
Downfield,
Brills. Oh, this is a corner. We've
Is
got
it?
a corner. Yep.
You are
That's
right.
a corner.
It trickles over the
Here
end
we
line
go.
off of an Oyster River defender.
Here we go.
And this could be the last play of the game,
This
or
could be.
maybe the season. We'll see.
We'll see.
The next goal from here
Oh,
on out,
man.
folks, is probably it.
Oh, man.
There's scant seconds remaining in regulation. We're about to go to a sudden death overtime when you hear the burst of 3 whistles. We're not there yet. Time being kept on the field. The ball curls in the
didn't
middle.
get over that first defender.
Yeah,
Oh,
immediately
man.
headed away by Oyster River. And
Uh-oh.
they play
Here
on.
comes the counter.
Another minute maybe left
Does
to
he
go.
see it?
Downfield,
Oh,
intercepted. Loose ball. Amaro Simon, nice play. Getting in the way of that pass and racing toward the end line.
What
Ty
do we got? What do
Doro.
we got? Corner. Oh, man, another corner.
Did Doro
Oh,
save that?
man.
And that is it?
It's a corner.
It is a corner.
It's a corner. Here we go.
There is enough time remaining
Yep.
for Oyster River to get a chance
The
at
official
a dangerous corner set piece here.
The official has looked at his watch.
Doro's kick, it
Oh, man. That's
deflects
tough.
away. Brills,
man,
will he have
Brills
time
is
to go
on.
the length of the pitch?
Let's see.
Brills trying to go the
Keep it.
distance here down the sideline. Finally gets cornered by a pair of blue jerseys, and a player goes down. What happened?
Nope. End of regulation.
It is the end of regulation.
Oh, wow.
And
we are.
will go to the sudden death overtime period, 0-0.
Wow.
You can take a
Wow.
breath now, Joe.
I know. I know.
Boy,
I
it was
know.
edge of
Wow.
your seat. I
Oh,
mean,
absolutely.
people don't understand how
Oh,
soccer can
man.
be interesting when it's 0-0 at the end of
Exactly.
regulation.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, that historic, or you know, the decisive goal that you will think about as a senior player anyway.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life, could have happened at any second in
Could have
that
happened any second.
80 minutes of
Yeah.
soccer, and yet we go to overtime.
Yep. And here we are. Here we are. For sure, next goal wins. Or is it PKs? Oh, man, I hope we don't have to fall into that again.
We're only
Oh,
20
gosh.
minutes away from that, right?
We're only 20 minutes
Nah,
away.
I hope
20
not.
minutes away. Yeah. Well, I will say again, I think Lebanon is Lebanon right now is happy with where they're at the moment.
Yeah.
Lebanon is happy. They're stopping their play. If it's through interceptions, if it's through smart fouls, if it's through they are mitigating Oyster River's play, and that's what they're looking to do. And now it's a game about who's in shape and who wants it more at this point. Who's in shape and who wants it more. This is big time right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not be surprised to see a couple players go down with some cramping. At this point, this is about that time.
That's Jared Barbosa. I'm John Collins. This is the NFHS Network telecast of the New Hampshire Division II Boys Soccer State Championship game for 2021, being played here on a crisp fall evening, November 5. It was somewhere in the 40s today, bright sun, and scheduled to go down into the maybe upper 20s tonight.
Yeah,
We're not
what
quite
is-
there yet.
What is it now? 48? I've got 48 right
no,
now.
not bad. Yeah,
48.
for us in here, it's perfect.
Beautiful
We got
in
a little
here.
bit of heat.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We have another state title game coming up after this one. Talk about needing to come up and stay focused and more in
Yeah.
the tank, Jared.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
South goes for a state championship.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for that one.
A South alum
Oh,
here. How are you
man.
going to be objective in that game?
I don't think I can be. I don't think I can.
No, I don't think people believe you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Exactly.
Will people believe me?
No, you're going to be rooting for South, but you're going to be giving credit where it's due.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
If the other team plays well.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure they will.
It's going to make for a great game for sure.
Really will. If it's anything like this one, I don't know if I'll last because I need some goals to feast on before you get to this all-important overtime and potentially penalty kicks. Please, somebody save us from that. Somebody come up with the golden goal. Give us a highlight here in NFHS, and we'll be happy. I know fans of Lebanon or Oyster River will only be happy if their team scores it.
Yeah.
But let's see it.
Let's see.
You see some of the players. They just had the huddle with the coach. This is interesting. You see Lebanon now with kind of a players-only huddle.
Yeah. They're just coming together, egg each other on. Yeah, that's it. There's 20 minutes left.
You sure isn't Brills and Poutan saying, give us the ball?
Yeah, it very well could be.
Give me the ball.
Very well could be, to be honest. You know.
Oh, I see that. Your curse is emotional coming out of that thing. You see him. He's the guy that's going to touch this first.
They need to serve. If I'm Lebanon right now and I'm the coach, I'm telling one forward, stay on the shoulder of those back four, and guys in the back in the midfield. You have time and space. Look up for that forward. He's going to be on the backs of those backs on their shoulders. Get it over that defense, and then let's play.
Yep. Here they go.
Here we go.
And it's a chance right away.
Here we go.
Nice bodied stop there by Poutans. Gets it back. Controlling Raiders of Lebanon, the 3 seed to begin the overtime. They chip it ahead. It ends up in the waiting arms of the goaltender, Kenton Quaglieri, who flings it to the far side. Oh, it's a hard touch, though, and it's a chance for Lebanon
look at this.
up front.
Look at this.
A touch.
Oh, man, that's good D. That's good D.
Good reaction by the goaltender.
Yeah, that was
Quaglieri. He knew he didn't want Poutans with it in space in front.
That was close.
Oyster River controlling it now for the first time. A minute into this 10-minute overtime period, the first of 2 10-minute overtime periods that will be played if necessary if no goals scored. It is sudden death, the golden goal in the offing here for somebody to claim the state championship. Oyster River with the all-important possession for the moment. Kind of tentative about moving it forward.
Yeah, they really are. And now's the time Oyster River's got to get a little bit more, just to have a little bit more punch in their ball movement. You know, move it around a little bit more pace. The space is there. Here we go.
Trying to exploit that space. The Bobcats on the move.
Yep.
The give and go. The return pass. Who wants it more in the corner? Battle goes out of bounds off of who?
Goal kick. Goal kick.
Goal kick. You're right. A good job of shielding it by Lebanon's Seth Carl, number 14.
These are even important for Oyster River right here. For Lebanon, I mean. Goal kicks.
Yeah.
So winning the first ball here is going to be important because, again, it's just about flicking it onto your forwards, bypassing that midfield. So if they can get a win on this one, this is going to be good for them. Boom. Yep. That's what they want. Yep. Okay. They're looking. That's what they're looking at for. Oh, okay.
Try to set up Poutans up front.
Oh, I thought that was in.
Yeah, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Foot was out of bounds, I think.
But see, that all starts from the goal kick.
Right.
Yeah, so the goal kicks are important for Lebanon.
Headed on up. Oyster River collects in the middle.
There we go.
Taken away. Brills.
Oh, man.
A little bit of a heavy touch there. Ends up on the foot of an Oyster River defender. Poutans collides with a Oyster River player. Played up ahead.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Oh, good defense. It's good D.
Kicks it into the back of a Lebanon player. Nathan Brills with it. Couldn't control it. Yeah. He had some space to work with, and he could have come down with it. Instead, team in blue, the Oyster River Bobcats, back on the attack in a 0-0 game, looking for the golden goal that will decide the championship for Division II. In space in the middle. Look out.
At this.
Loose still.
Oh, still
in
loose.
front.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Lebanon is dodging a bullet there, it appears.
Yeah.
Pouton's trying to dance around a defender. Oyster River can't take it away.
Good. Here we go.
To the other side now. That was good
space.
play by Otto Bourne. Up front.
Oh, man.
Brills. Oh, frustrated. So close to a chance.
This is getting there. We're getting there. We are getting there. My gosh. Okay.
Oyster River with it near sideline. In the middle with some space to work with. A little bit of a heavy touch there. You can see that Lebanon's consciously trying not to foul.
Oh.
There's a flick, and it's going to be up in the air. What do we have? A whistle before that offside. Before that touch by the goaltender, Easton Wykes, who made a good decision, I think, to come out and get that. He was saved from the threat, but not from the contact by the whistle. But the player still collided after the whistle had blown. As you can imagine, everybody is hyped up to the max right now.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
I mean, you try hard to win a regular season game that's an overtime 0-0, right?
Right.
Now you just ante it up to where it's the state championships on the line, bragging rights for a lifetime, right, Jared?
For a lifetime. For a lifetime.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Right. And who's going to get it? High bouncer.
Oh. Headed
back toward the middle. Berhanu Harriman kicks it straight up in the air and tries to retrieve it, but Oyster River there for the header. A couple of headers bring it up to Mendoza. Mendoza with a side flick. And Lebanon desperately clearing it out of their own zone. Absorbing a kick to the midsection, it looked like. He curls it in the middle.
Oh, look at this.
It's loose in front.
Good job.
Oh, good job. Defense.
Flash ahead here.
Yeah. Oh, boy. It's it might have been. Number 11 is Hunter Perry. And you remember Hunter is he's one of like 5 players going to have nightmares tonight, Jared, about that goal they could have had.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah.
No question.
He was on the wing in the first half, I think, on the right side, and he headed it over an empty goal, basically. About 2/3 to work with. He's going to have to get checked, I think, over there. I think you're right. There might have been some head contact.
Yeah.
They do stop the clock, interestingly enough, for that.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do. Yep.
An injury in overtime.
Yeah, they do.
Soccer in the pro ranks notorious for injury time, which is so subjective, right?
Yeah.
It's like when the rule is if Brazil is down a goal, injury time is doubled.
Doubled.
You can see things like that. You can read things like that into the match. So, Oyster River on the attack here, trying to develop something. Mendoza, who's a great passer, not able to set up his teammate there as Lebanon kicks it to midfield. It's been a frustrating game for Nicholas Brill, who is such a brilliant player in the middle, number 4. In white for Lebanon. He's been so close so many times, him and Kirst's Poutons. 2 attackers. Oyster River pressing it, but they kick it over the end line. This will be a goal kick for Lebanon.
4 minutes left. All right.
4 minutes.
First overtime.
The first overtime. First 10-minute overtime. Tim O'Neill, our cameraman, loves these overtimes. Not. Tell you what, the one guy that cannot lose focus literally is Tim O'Neill. And he does such a great job for us in all sports. But, you know, we talk about goalies not needing to fall asleep.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Tim's thinking, you want to talk a nightmare, missing the championship goal, you know?
Yeah.
So here's a guy that's got to had just absolute peak focus for what, we're on 7 + 80?
Yeah.
87 minutes now?
Yep.
That is excruciating. What's that? We got another game after
Got
this.
one more, yeah, just one
You
more.
got 90 more minutes in
Yeah.
here, right?
Oh, what do we have here?
Corner. And what do we have, a corner kick?
No, goal kick. We gotta get a corner out of that. Oh, so
I
close.
agree. Yeah, so the play there, coach, is you try to just bang it off the defender?
Well, yeah, bang it off the defender, or you shield it, you know, and just position yourself in a way where the defender either has to hit it, you know, so that they put it out of bounds, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely want to get something out of that.
Yeah, opportunity missed
Yeah.
there.
Oh, but look at this though.
Oh, Putan's in deep.
Oh.
Try to find Berhanu.
But he's
Berhanu's going to
he's
track it down, but he's
quick.
all the way over the other side. And let's see
Gets
if he
up out of
draws a
this.
corner kick.
It's still in.
He's still
It's
got
still
it.
in.
Throws it in the
Look
middle.
at-
Nicholas
Oh,
Brill
don't
had
shoot,
it for a
don't shoot.
moment.
Good choice.
Putan's flicks it in the middle. Shot just missed to the left of the post. Ryan Oliveira. Ryan Oliveira somehow not able to put it in.
Missed the opportunity of a lifetime. Another one, John. Another one. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough.
It
That's
seemed
tough.
like everybody in the foreground, the front part of the field for Lebanon had a touch on that. They set it up.
No, it was a beautiful setup, beautiful play, and oh man, just couldn't get that final clinical touch in there.
Predicated on the incredible
man.
hustle of Berhanu Harriman, who tracked the ball down in the corner and kept
Oh,
that
look at
play
this though. Oh man.
over the net.
Another one. Just the river.
Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some agony there for the young man who just had that chance. He still hasn't recovered from the excitement.
Yeah. So here we go. Goal kick. This is important.
Time being kept on the field now for the final 2 minutes for the first of 2 10-minute overtimes. And I do
look at
think
this.
that was number 9 for Oyster River with that missed chance.
Here we go.
I mean, Nick O'Hearn.
Get it down.
Loose ball. Harriman
that's
trying
a
to
tough one.
control it. Harriman
Stay with it. Stay
being
with it.
shielded from the ball. Good job by Oyster River's defense there. Namely number 15, Samuel Milioto Crow. Chance for the Bobcats to win the championship. The shot deflected.
Out.
Lebanon with it. That's a miss hit. It goes out of bounds, and it's the Bobcats throw-in. Nicholas Brill was the intended recipient, and
Keep
he
it in.
tries to keep it in. He
It
does.
is.
Brill looking for Putan's in the middle. Went to his right. Just seconds left in the first 10-minute overtime. And that is the end
That's it. First
of
overtime.
the first overtime. So 10 minutes remain in regular play as opposed to penalty kicks. 10 minutes, a window of opportunity remaining for these two teams, these two Division II hopefuls. Oyster River trying to win their second state title in a row, and Lebanon trying to come up with the number 3 seed upset.
Anybody's game.
What's your all-time most exciting game that you participated in?
Oh,
was
love
it
that
the
question.
North-South game?
You know, in my lifetime was us Salem State versus Bridgewater at Bridgewater. We were the number 4 seed. Only 4 make the playoff. We were the number 4 seed against the number 1 seed, and that was when I came to actually really enjoying not just scoring a goal and making thousands erupt, but scoring a goal and making hundreds go silent. And so it was, at Bridgewater they play on a
boy.
At
Was it a cauldron?
Oh man, it was, because look, they play on they have a small grass field, at Bridgewater, and
Did you get the golden goal, Jared?
I scored 2 in that game, 2 to put us into the final, and then I scored the
nice.
game winning for the final 2.
Wow.
But
Nice.
oh man, you know, Bridgewater, their fans would be all around the field, behind the net, on the sides, all around the field. They were going crazy, and when I scored my first goal, I mean, you hear them going crazy because they're saying stop him, you know, and everybody's just whiling, and then boom, you score that goal, boom, silence. And
Wow.
that's when I was
Your
introduced
face
to
lit
that.
up when I asked you to remember that.
Oh
To
yeah,
bring that memory back.
I'll never
That's
forget
what
that.
some young man could enjoy here tonight.
Could enjoy here tonight.
So it's possible. You're telling me people can actually put the ball in the net. We don't have to go to penalty
happens.
kicks. We don't have
It
to wait.
actually happens.
It actually happens. Let's see it.
Yeah.
10 minutes
happens.
remain in play in the state title game, Division II.
Here we go.
And it's Oyster River with the first touch. They go down the field and immediately give up possession. Backline defense kicks it up. Nicholas Brill trying to head it to Curse Poutons. They're 2-on-4, those lead guys, kind of by themselves up there. And Oyster River, the gang defensive strategy, kind of strangling Poutons and Brill, preventing them from getting that golden chance. Raiders have it though. Berhanu Harriman flicks it in the middle.
Come on,
Loose
come
ball.
on.
People seem to be reluctant to go get it for the
Oh,
moment.
look at this. Oh.
Loose.
Okay, good touch.
Simon Amaro let it go back to, is that Brill? Nope, it was his teammate. Out of bounds off of the Raiders. Oyster River trying to push the issue here. Down the sideline it goes, collected. Brady Lusick still with it. Lusick with his head up, goes all the way across the field. Controlled. Number 21 is Camden Tucker. Toward the middle. Oyster River with it. Playing it back toward midfield. Nicholas Jurison
Oh.
trying to connect with Ty Doro. Goes off Doro out of bounds. Long throw in for the Raiders. Intercepted by Jurison nicely to the middle. Raiders take control back. Sam Milioto Crow has played excellent on the back line for Oyster River. Kicked it on up ahead. To the wing. Doro waiting for it with some space to work with. Tried a nutmeg, looked like, on Griffin Auk. Didn't work. Out of bounds. It is Oyster River's ball, though. Jurison with the long throw in. Bounces past the intended recipient. That was Nathan Mendoza. Oyster River knocks it out. Simon Amaro with the throw in, looking deep down the sideline. Trying to find Poutons.
Come on now.
Looked on ahead.
Oh,
Ryan
look
Oliveira
at Brill.
downfield, way off his
man.
line. And that was the decision that might have saved the season.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's going to stay off his line. He's going to stay off his line so he can either pick those up or take them out, just as he did.
Nicholas Brill had designs on the state championship game winner there, but about 30 to 40 yards off his line was Quaglieri to save the day. Still on the attack, though. The Raiders
this is dangerous.
toward the middle.
He's in. He's in.
Lining up the shot. Poutons save is made by Quaglieri.
Oh, man. Oh, my gosh.
Do you go up top on that, Jared? What were you doing? You just went low.
Well, I think you just place it, and yeah, I think you place it, but you know,
hit it right at the goaltender.
Yeah, easier said than done too, especially in that moment. Yeah, it's easier said than done.
What a setup, though.
Yeah.
For their top guy, Cursed Poutons. Jurison tumbled. There's been absolutely no embellishing in this game, I want to say. I've
Yeah.
seen my share of it in the
Yeah,
past.
yeah.
And certainly watching on TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's just these players just play
Yeah.
hard
Yep.
and clean,
Yep.
and it's good to see.
They really do. They really do.
Nicholas Brill battling for it. We'll see if the Division I guys.
Yeah.
'Cause they're big time. They might.
You might see a little bit of
They might
that.
go
I'd see a
Premier
little
League
bit.
on us, you know.
I'd see a little bit. Yeah.
With the flopping. I guess the Premier League guys are telling me, you got 0-0, that's why. You need
Yeah.
more flopping.
Yeah.
That's what produces all those penalty kicks and chances.
Yeah.
Set pieces. Loose ball, Oyster River with it.
Ooh.
Trying to thread it through, it's still loose, it's in the
This is
box, kicked in the middle.
Buddy. Oh, we got a corner.
It went out of bounds, and
We
I
got a corner.
think you're right. It's going to be a corner kick for the Bobcats of Oyster River, seeking that golden goal that will give them their state championship for 2 years in a row.
2. Oh, wow.
Oyster River fan base checks in, stomping the stands here at Stellos. A corner kick. It's going to be a right foot. Is this a slicer? No, it's a hook in the top of the box, and it's headed out of bounds by an Oyster River player. Goal kick for Lebanon. 4:25 to go in the final overtime period. Time will be kept down on the field at the 2-minute mark once again. Right now, goal kick for Lebanon as they try to get the ball vertical in the offensive zone. They can't. Oyster River with the steal. Curling around, looking to set up a teammate. Nick O'Hearn has it taken away. O'Hearn colliding feet with Lebanon's Otto Bourne. There's a bounce. Number 5 for Lebanon is Griffin Ock. Ock down the sideline, kicks it on ahead. And Nicholas Brill was waiting there. Ball didn't get there as a foul called against Oyster River.
Here we go. 3.5 minutes left.
It's
3.5 minutes
free
left.
Kick. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Free kick from quite a distance.
Quite
though.
a distance, yeah.
The fans for game 2 have arrived.
Yes.
And so they don't have as great an interest in what's going on the pitch as we do. We're standing down into the middle of the box. A flick on header by
man.
Boutons. No teammate
Brill was
there.
They got a little touch on it.
There's a trip. A few players go down, and they almost
it's coming
forced it.
out.
They call the
Coming out.
second one.
Oh, coming out. Ah.
They called it against Oyster River. I mean, on Lebanon, interestingly enough, even though a Raiders player was the first to go down. There's a kick downfield.
Oh, we have.
Mendoza may be onside. He is. They play on. He's got his back to the goal, trying to curl one in the middle. 2:30 to go in the match. In the state title game, we are on our way to penalty kicks unless somebody comes up with something really dramatic here. Far side.
Oh, good D. Stay with it.
There's some clamp down defense being played here, Jared. This reminds me of Stanley Cup hockey when nobody has any room to breathe every time they touch the puck.
Right.
Here it's the ball. It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Especially the way that that Lebanon plays. It's exactly that. It's just trying to, when they do have the ball in possession, you're trying to stay compact, stay as tight as possible to minimize their options.
They call a timeout, or the official timeout, with 1:59 remaining. And time is being kept on the field now, I believe, on the throw-in by Lebanon. To the middle of the field. Oyster River player gets shoved to the turf. That'll earn him a free kick. Just inside the far sideline. Under 2 minutes to go in the final overtime. Seeking that game-winning goal. Near side, Oyster River with it in the offensive zone. That goes through the legs of a defender. Ball bouncing loose with some space. To the far side it goes. The give and go, knocked out of bounds. Throw in for the
time is
Bobcats.
on the field.
Yeah, not much time is left. It's got to be under a minute at this point. Bobcats have the next best chance to score before penalty kicks. The throw in repelled by the Raiders. Maybe a last gasp attack here. Nicholas Brill trying to set something up. He's got to go one-on-one though. They'll good D. Knocked out of bounds.
There we go.
Pouton's waiting
to
climb up and over.
Oh, he's such a big guy.
And not able to develop into a scoring chance. Past midfield. All ears perking up for the whistles that will take us to penalty kicks. Unfortunately, at this point, it appears we're headed. Barring something really dramatic. Out of bounds, far side. And there, no, I thought I heard it. Must have been somebody in the.
Yeah, it's cowbell.
Cowbell.
More cowbell.
It's a cowbell.
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
Does not count.
Need less cowbell. As I said on Cowbell night at Tropicana Field one night when the Red Sox were playing.
Oh, it's
Tampa.
over.
Yep, well,
PKs
here we go.
It is.
PKs.
PKs it is. Oh, man. Tough way to establish a champion. It's unfortunate,
sure
but it is what it is. Here we are, PKs. Surely entertaining, though.
Well, the number 2 seed got knocked out of the state tournament in Division II boys soccer on penalty kicks. It was Kingswood defeating Milford in penalty kicks in the quarterfinal round. I'm sure it was a huge disappointment for Milford. It put so many goals up on the board during the course of their season, their undefeated season, but they couldn't come up with one in what was that, 100 minutes? 100 minutes of soccer, right? Oh boy.
Oh, man,
and 100 minutes in what? 50 chances?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe not that many, but there was some golden chances during the course of this match for both teams.
Yeah, yeah.
The rules for penalty kicks, Jared, you know?
Yeah, each team gets five, minimum of 5 chances, and you know the first to score the most really wins. So what we have here is each side will get. It might not get to 5 PKs. I mean, so if one side misses 2 or 3, and the other side scores 3, there you go. It's over. It's over. So we might not see all 5 PK takers, but we will see. I will say is that in the PKs that have happened in the few playoff games, I mean, people have been missing a lot of PKs. I have to say, I have to say, definitely. And it looks, again, it's one of those things. It looks easier than it really is, you know. But the shooter always has the advantage. But that can also be I know when I talk to my players about PKs, is to always, and you're a shooter, is to always remember, just keep in mind that you're likely to score, to keep you confident as you're stepping up to the PK. But it could also work for the opposite. If you're feeling like you're likely and you're like, man, but if I miss, then man, that's a bad miss.
You can't focus on
so
the
you
negative,
can't
right?
exactly.
It's easier said than done. But
easier said than done.
So tell me, like, if you're 4-4 after 5 kicks each, let's say, just rough, get an example. When the team that kicks first, if they get the next goal, let's say on the 6th kicker,
right,
is it over then, or does the other team get to answer?
So it all depends. So if let's say they all they
it doesn't
miss,
matter who kicks first. In other words, does it?
It doesn't matter, but it is like sudden death PK at that point. It is, you are waiting for, if let's say everybody scores all 5 and you get into sudden death. Okay. If Oyster River shoots first and they score.
Oyster River does shoot first, Jared. Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Well, let's see this. So.
So on the 6th one, the 6th round. If Oyster River kicks and gets a goal, is it over then, or does Lebanon get to answer?
They get to
the
answer.
6th round.
They get to answer within that round.
I get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So we got.
They have to win a round.
Correct.
After 5.
Yeah, yep.
And that's how you do it. All right, so the ball is placed, and the first penalty kick of the game. Oyster River. Easton Wykes, the goaltender for Lebanon. And the kick.
Saves!
What a save. The
buddy.
anticipation by Easton Wykes.
Oh, buddy.
Tremendous.
Saved. Wow.
And that is a crusher for Oyster River's lead penalty taker. I believe that's number 9, is it?
Wow.
What number was that, Tim? You see the taker? Okay. At a distance.
Here we go.
Number 9. Would have been Nickel Hearn. But it's now Oyster River's turn. The goaltender is Quaglieri.
Oh,
and
it's
a goal.
Lebanon up 1. Here we go.
Lebanon with the goal.
Wow.
Daniel Mladic.
This is nerve-wracking. Wow, here we go.
This is Hunter Perry.
Yep.
So our first goal of the game, really, and it comes in penalty kicks, scored by Daniel Mladic, senior midfielder for Lebanon. They have the advantage with the early save by Wykes. Let's see if he comes up with another one.
Oh.
No. Goal. Hunter Perry. Easton Wykes guessing to his left again. He's able to make the first save of the game in the penalty kick round, but not that time. So it's 1-1, but we keep in mind that if no save is made by Kenton Quaglieri and they continue to trade goals, or no miss is made, I should say, because there's always that possibility. You try for maybe the upper part of the goal and go high. There's the kick.
Oh,
he had a piece of it, but it's a goal.
Goal for Lebanon. Here we go.
(15) is the goal scorer. That is Samuel Milioto Crow. 2-1. Lebanon has the advantage, and a valiant effort there by the goaltender, Quaglieri.
Yeah,
he got a hand
to it. He got a hand to it.
Guessed right, but it was a powerful kick.
That is tough for keepers. You know, you get a touch on it. That's so hard.
With authority by Samuel Milioto Crow.
Oh, hold on.
Crossbar.
Look at this. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to spin back.
That is
that's
a second miss.
Second miss. Second miss for Oyster River. Oh.
So how many goals does it take? 4 or 3?
Well,
4.
Well, yeah.
So,
yeah.
So if the next 2 penalty kickers score for Lebanon, they will be state champions.
They will be state champions.
Here is the first of the 2. They control their own destiny here.
There we go.
They do. Kenton Quaglieri, the goaltender for Oyster River, facing up. And the shot off to the right. A miss.
Oh, a miss.
That was number 13, Griffin Gamache, who went for it to the right side and missed. So
they could technically afford to miss one to still be in the lead. However, it's still going to hurt.
It's
still going to hurt.
And now the pressure is definitely on the Oyster River penalty
penalty
taker to score this, because they've had 2 balls saved so far.
Here we go.
They kick first.
Stance.
He's off to the right.
That stance, I haven't seen this. This is interesting. Interesting.
Off to the side. And the kick is good.
Wow.
More like off to the side, field goal style, football style.
Well, he let you know on a kick like that. He let you know where he was going. So interesting. He would not be able to cross his body to go
Number
the opposite
16
side.
for Oyster River, Andres Alcacer, with that fine penalty take right there. He had the unique style, stood off to the side and just boomed it into the right side of the net.
And again, the way his body was positioned, he could only go to one side.
So it's 2-2.
Yep.
But
we're in the 4th round now.
We are in the 4th round?
This is the final shot of the 4th round.
Okay. And it won't be the winner, but it's going to get them close.
Okay.
They are 1 goal away
from
sealing the deal and winning the state title.
Oyster River has to score right now to stay alive. They have to score to stay alive.
Yep.
If
this is saved, then it'll be the save for the state championship for Easton Sykes.
Here we go.
Easton Wykes is the
Could have a
goaltender.
new
Easton Wykes.
state championship right here.
And the shot is good.
He gets it. Okay.
Yeah, Easton just went for it. He went to his right. If he guessed right, he might have been a state champion.
And
but
now
it's a chance to win the title, and I believe that is going to be their guy. Is that Kirst's? Poutons?
That's Poutons. Poutons to win. Poutons to give Lebanon the Division II state championship right here. Can he do it?
Or is that Angus Hall? And the kick is in!
Lebanon is your Division II state champion.
Curse Poutons puts it in.
Poutons
the number 3 seed, Lebanon, wins the state championship. And it is a dejected Oyster River team. The number 1 seeds were blanked in regular play and into the 20 minutes of overtime. And Curse Poutons, who had come so close during the course of the match from scoring a goal in regulation, he's in a position to score the state title winner thanks to the fine goaltending of Wykes.
Yes.
That first save was the big one.
Big one, yeah.
Gave them the advantage, and they end up winning out because of it.
Absolutely, and if you can get a save on the first PK, that really sends a message, and it really puts a lot of pressure on the rest of the takers, 100%. So, wow, great match, and that's exactly, I'll tell you right now, that's what Lebanon was looking for. That's what they were looking for. If they couldn't get a defensive mistake by Oyster River, let's get it into shootout. That was where they wanted it. That's what I believe. That's where they wanted it to go. And great work by Lebanon. Wow, that was good stuff.
So we tack on, let's say, 10 minutes for penalty kicks.
Yeah.
About 110 minutes of soccer.
Yeah.
And pretty draining, but you got to stay here, and I'll be here for the Division I championship game coming up. For the NFHS Network, I'm John Collins along with Jared Barboza. Congratulations to the 2021 New Hampshire Boys Soccer Division II state champions. The Lebanon High School Raiders take it on penalty kicks, 4-3. Thank you for watching. And stay tuned for the presentation down on the field of the state championship trophies.
Fans, please direct your attention to the middle of the field where members of the NHIAA Soccer Committee will present the awards to both teams. Again, please direct your attention to the middle of the field for the presentation of tonight's awards. Would the head coach and captains of the Oyster River Bobcats please come forward to accept the Division II runner-up plaque. And here are the members of the Oyster River Bobcats. Andres Alcacer, Jason Blaisdell, Ethan Brewer, Kyle Butts, Mateo Carucio, Jack Carpenter, Ty Doro, Yvonne Durant, Anders Eisenhower, Nicholas Jurison, Benjamin Limerick, Brady Luchek, Luke Linsky, Nathan Mendoza, Sam Milioto Crow, Nick O'Hearn, Denzel Owens, Lucas Pelletier, Hunter Perry, Garrett Cagliari, Kenton Cagliari, Will Ramsey, Camden Tucker, Jack Vittorioso, and Henry Zent. Coaches Akanem and Daniel Watson, once again, congratulations to the Oyster River Bobcats for an outstanding season. And now, with the coaches and captains, who seemingly already have the plaque, for Lebanon, your Division II boys soccer state champions. And now, for the players. Easton Whites, Simon Amaro, Connor Chin, Nicholas Brill, Griffin Ock, Daniel Mladek, Will McGee, Ben Katz, Baranu Harriman, Ryan Oliveira, Duncan Green, Andrew Dennehy, Griffin Gamache, Seth Carl, Otto Bourne, Bennett Hewitt, Tommy Wolf, Finn Erickson, Chris Putins, Chase Adams, John Beechud, Francis Calandrella, Angus Hall, Robert De La Cruz, Colby Delisle, and coaches Rob Johnstone and Bill McPhee. Congratulations again to your Division II state champion boys soccer Lebanon Raiders.